Good afternoon, everybody. Today we will discuss about
Good
the
afternoon.
pivot table. Today we will discuss about the pivot table. So there is any data is there. If you want to generate different types of reports, there is a flexible option is there in Excel is a pivot table. It's a very flexible for the users. So how many ways to create a pivot table? I will show you. So in the insert, by clicking in the insert tab, there is a pivot table is there. You may click here, then you get this dialog box. This is the pivot table and it indicates the range. Okay, and there is a shortcut is there, Alt NVT, Alt NVT. The same dialog box, we get this one. So I will show you. So here, the shortcut, I type here Alt plus N plus V plus T. This is by applying this shortcut, we open the pivot table dialog box. Okay, and there is another shortcut is there, Alt DP. It is used to open a pivot table wizard. Alt DP is used to open a wizard. I will show you later about this one. Okay, just I cancel this one. So here I makes it as a shortcut. I want to type this one, Alt plus D plus P. It makes as a wizard. It opens wizard directly. It opens the pivot table dialog box. Okay, pivot table dialog box. By applying this one, it open a pivot table dialog box. But while applying this shortcut to open the wizard, so we discuss about the this one. After completing of this one, we will check this one. Okay. So this is the table. I don't want to include this one, so just I remove this one. Okay. Just you must understand about this table. So there is a product is there. In that product, there is a different types of vegetables and fruits names is there, and there is a two types of categories there, vegetables and fruits, and there is some amounts is there, and date is there, and country is there. So by depending upon this data, I want to generate different types of reports, like so and so country, how much sales will be happened, below so and so month, how much sales will be happened, by selling the vegetables, how I get the amount, by selling the banana, how much amount will be gained. Like this, these are the different types of reports. Okay, how we solve this one, how we develop the reports? Let's check. You must select this table by pressing Ctrl A. So by pressing, we select the table. Now you may apply any shortcut of this one, Alt NVT. So it open a dialog box. So automatically the range will be reflected here. The table range, it will be indicates here, and say. And one more thing you must remember here, those the report, if you want to create such a reports, you must create in a new worksheet or existing worksheet. You must select here. I select here a new worksheet. I want to take new worksheet and say okay. Then I get this some option here, and there is there is a navigation panel will be open here. In this navigation panel, there are 4 text boxes is there. So there is a 4 boxes is there. These 4 boxes is very important. Okay, so we will discuss each and every one about that boxes. At very first step, we will discuss about this box. This box is used to calculate. This box is used to calculate whatever it may be. If you drag any field, this much called as a field. So amount is a field. This field contains some numeric data. Whenever you drag a numeric field in AutoSum, means calculated location, automatically it will be taken as a sum of, automatically it will be displayed as a sum of that field name it will indicate. If you drag, I remove this one by dragging here. If you drag something like this, automatically it is a non-numeric data, means it contains some text. Automatically what happened, it will be taken as a count of. So here you may understand, if any numeric field you must drag here at this location, automatically sum of will be displayed. If any non-numeric field you may drag at this location, what happened, the calculation will be taken as a count of. So keep in mind. So I want to drag that amount in this location, automatically it will be taken as a, that formula as a sum of. What is of this meaning is amount, sum of amount means it calculate those, the amount is there, it entire column it will be calculated. How much the value it is shown here, 10,29,734. The same value it will be displayed like here, 10,29,734. What happened here? If you drag the amount field in the calculated location, automatically it add all these values. Okay, nice. So there is some product and category is there and country is there. If I drag the country in the row, how it will be displayed? So here, those you drag in the row text box, automatically those the countries is there in this list box. There is a multiple times will be repeated in different countries is there. So unique data it will be displayed, and how much sales will be happen in that country it will be displayed like this. Sum of amount it will be displayed, and different types of countries will be displayed in a row label. So this is the row label. So what happened if I drag the field to column? What happened? The country names must be displayed in columns. Just there is a facility is there, you must drag from one text box to another text box, automatically the reports will be changed. Okay, I remove this one. So if you want to remove this one, you do one thing, you must click this one and drag here and leave that one, automatically it will be removed. If I drag the category in the row, what happened, there is only two categories are there, fruits and vegetables are there, and their sales amount it will be displayed like this. Okay, so if I drag the products in the column, what happened? Fruits, what are the fruits? Apple, banana, mango, orange. These are the fruits and their total, grand total it will be displayed. And vegetables is there, and these are the different types of vegetables and their sales it will be displayed. At the ultimately it will be displayed the grand total. If you make it as a total, if you make it as a total, it will be displayed. Otherwise, apple total, banana total, like this. You may also do the calculation like this. So by dragging the fields, what happened? Reports will be changes. There is no hard. Okay. And I remove all this one. So I drag the country here and I drag the product here. What happened? How it will be displayed like this? In Australia, what the products we sell, it will be displayed, and how much amount collect from the Australia. In which products we sold in Canada. So each and every item it will be displayed like this. At the final we get the grand total and country wise total with the product wise total it will be displayed. In two way it will be displayed the calculation. I hope you can understand. I put the product as a column, that's why the products, all the products will be placed at the column. I place the country at row, all the country names must be displayed in row format. Okay. So this is the one of the technique. I will show you another technique for you. I want to display the country. Okay. I take the country as a row. Okay, no problem. Below this country, I want to display the products. Below the country, I need to display the products. So you do one thing, you must drag that one and place the product below the country. What happened? How it will be displayed like this? You may view here. At Australia, total will be displayed here. And which product we sold in Australia, how much we sold by selling these products. Each and every product sales value, it will be displayed. And finally, we get the Australia total. This much of amount will be collected from Australia. So by product wise, we may view here. So you may understand by changing the order of these fields, automatically the pivot table will be changed. I hope you can understand. If I drag the product above the country, how it will be displayed? So product wise total, it will be displayed. Apple total, it will be displayed. And where we sold the items, it will be displayed. So Apple sold in Australia, Canada, France, Germany, like this. And how much value we must collect. And by selling the banana in different countries, how much value we may collect. Like this, each and every. So here I place the product as the first preference will be given in a row. That's why all the products will be displayed here. And on second, I take the country. So below the product, what happened? First, it will display the product and it will display the country, and its total, it will be displayed. If you click on this minus symbol, it will be collapsed. It will be collapsed. Collapsed means it hide the detailed information. It hide the detailed information. Only group amount will be displayed like this. So apple total displaying, banana total will be displaying, beans total will be displaying. So this is, I want to expand this one. So you just do one thing by clicking on the plus mark, it will be expanded like this. By clicking on this one, it will be expanded. So this is the pivot table. And also you may place here column, all the products will be displayed in column wise, and country must be displayed in row wise. And there is a one online bit, they ask here some gaps is there. Here some gaps is there. Okay. In the online examination, they ask like, I want to fill the empty cells with 0. So I want to fill the empty cells with 0 or whatever it may be. I want to fill something, the empty cell. I want to fill with 0. So this is the online bit. The correct way is you must right click and select the pivot table options. In the for empty cells show, you must type something 0 and say okay. So what happened? Instead of empty cells, it will fill with 0 by selecting. You must right click on that pivot table and select the pivot table options. At for empty cells show, so you must put 0. So automatically all the empty cells are filled with 0. If I remove this one and make it as an empty cell, so what happened? These are all comes as empty cells. I hope you can understand. This is the one of the online bit. Okay. So in this manner, we can change the report style. Okay. I hope you can understand. And there is a text box is there, filters. This is one of the text box is there, filter. I will show you. I drag all these one. So I take the country at filter. Automatically it will be displayed here. So the all countries total it will be displayed, and also I want to bring that product here. Yes. So I place the product in row. I want to make the calculation for the amount, and I put the country field in filters. Country, I place a country field in filters. So that's why it will be displayed like this. So whatever it may be, the field you place in the filter text box, automatically it will be appear here. If I remove this one, what happened? It can't be show anything here. If I place the country in the filters text box, what happened? It will be displayed like this. What happened while changing? I select the Australia. So those the value you are viewing here. These are happened in Australia only. Those the products it will be displaying and value it will be displaying. This is only sales will be happen in Australia. That's why we select this one. If I select the Canada and say, okay, those the products are viewing here and some values are viewing here. These products are only sold in Canada. So this is the one of the advantage by placing any field at filters, we can select like this. So here only one country we are selecting like this. I don't want to select the one country. I need to select more than one country. Yet such a situation, you do one thing, you must click here. Now you may select any number of countries. I select Australia, Canada, and United States. So I want to check for 4 countries how much sales will be happen. What the product we sold in 4 countries like Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and United States. So I select these 4 countries and say, okay, what happened? Those the data which are displaying the 4 countries here, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the United States. In these 4 countries, those the product will be sold, the amount will be displaying here like this. So in this way, you may select the multiple items by placing in the report filter. Okay. So, and also you may categorize whatever it may be, you may also place like this. Okay. And you may also fill with the empty cells with the 0. You may also do like this. I hope you can understand. So I put all this, I select all these one and say those the data you are viewing, all the countries sold and product wise sales will be displaying like this. Okay. Okay. So this is one style. I remove all these one. And there is another style I will show you. I take the date field in the rows. I take the date field in rows. By default, it will be displayed like this. By default, it will be displayed month names. It will be displayed like this. How it will be displayed like this? You must click on the pivot table analyze. Pivot table analyze. There is a group field is there. There is a group field is there. By clicking here, it will be displayed like this. I need to display only months. Here it will be extracted. It will be displaying the days. I don't want to display the days. Just I want to display the months only. So that's why I select this one, say okay. So what happened? January, February, March, April. You can't expand that one. Just that month total will be displayed like this. How we make this one? So by clicking on the group field, by clicking on the group field, then only it is possible. If you make as a ungroup, it will be displayed like this. By clicking on the ungroup, it will be displayed like this. So by clicking on the group field, instead of months, I select the quarters. Once you click that one, it will be selected. Another time you may click that one, it will be disabled. So I click the quarters and say, okay, there are 4 quarters is there, and quarter wise the total amount will be displaying like this, 4 quarters. Okay. And there is only 1 year is there. I make it as a ungroup. There is only 1 year is there, 2016. If it contains different types of years is there. So year wise you may also group. So group field and you may select the year and say, okay, what happened? There is only 1 year is there. In that year, how much sales will be happened? It will show like this. If there is a multiple years is there, you may also display multiple years. How much sales will be happened? You may also view that one. So there is only 1 year is there. That's why it will be displayed like this. Ungroup means it will be expand. So in previous, we select the only quarters. I don't want to do like this. I want to select the quarters along with months. First quarter. In first quarter, in which month? So that's why I select months and quarters. Say okay. Here, first quarter means it will be displaying like this. You must click here. January, February, March. Their sales and quarter 1 total. Second quarter, there is a 3 months is there. So there's some, it will be displaying. There is a third quarter is there like this. You may expand like this. So by date, on the date, we may apply as a group field. And the same you may also apply here by right clicking. Sorry. Escape. So here right clicking, you may also use group field. So here group field is there. Here you must select like this. The same dialog box, it will be displayed like this. This one is equal to group field is equal to this by clicking on the right button, and we get this context menu, and you may also select this group. Both are equal. Okay. Okay, no problem, Lakshmi Reddy. Okay. So this is the by we apply on dates. So I remove this one. I remove this one. So I already drag the amount in calculated text field, and the same amount I drag into rows. The same value, it will be displayed like this. Now you may right button say group, or you may say group field. Both are equal. In this context menu, you may select a group, or you must click the group field. So in this range, the minimum value will be displayed here, and the maximum value will be displayed here, and how much increment. So it will be displayed like this. The minimum value display like this 107, and say okay. What happened? So 1000 incremented. This is the 107 is the lowest value. It will be added 1000. Automatically upper boundary will be displayed. In this between region, how much sales will be happened. Within this region, how much sales will be happened. It will be displayed like this. So this is a group field. So here minimum value given me as a 107. I given as a 0, and I want to make as an increment as a 2000. So what happened? Saying okay. So 0 to 1999, how much sales will be happened? 2000 to 3999, how much sales will be happen like this? It will be displayed like this. So this is the grouping. You may apply on values by specifying like this. You may also those the value, if you want to increment, you must specify here 1000, 2500 like this. The same boundaries will be applicable here, and we get this value. Okay. So this is the grouping. Okay. This is the grouping. I remove this one. Again, I drag that country at this location, and I drag the product like this. It will be displayed like this. There is an option is there, insert slicer. So there is an option is there, insert slicer. Just for 1 minute. Just for 1 minute. So this is the fields will be placed in rows and columns like this. It will be displayed like this. There is a slicer is there, insert slicer. Each and every time we changing here from country like this. The same thing will be done by placing the insert slicer. I click here and I got the fields list here. So I select the country and I select the product and say okay. So there are two slicer will be displayed like this. There are two slicer will be displayed like this. So all the fields will be selected, all the products will be selected here, all the countries will be selected here. So if I select the Australia, those you are viewing the Australia country details, it will be displaying, and all the products it will be displaying. If I select the United States, only United States sales will be displaying, and Germany, France, Canada, like this. If I select this Canada, two items can't be selected because these two items can't be sold in the Canada. That's why it will be makes as a disabled. And one more thing, you may also select the product. I want to check only the product of Apple in Australia, in France, in Germany, in New Zealand. In New Zealand, how many sales will be happened by selling the Apple? United States, like this. So you may observe here, if I click the Australia, it will be disabled. If I select the Germany, Australia will be deselected. So if I select the United Kingdom, the Germany will be deselected. So, but each time I only select that one country only. So it is makes some problem for me, but I want to select more than one country. So you do one thing by pressing the control and press the country names, pick the country. Automatically multiple countries you may select, and also it is applicable on product also. By pressing the control key, you must select the different products. So here there are some products is selected: orange, carrots, broccoli, banana, apple, and the products must sold at Australia, France, New Zealand, and the United States. The list it will be displayed like this. This is called as a slicer. You may also change its shape. So here it will be displayed one column only. So in the slicer, there is a slicer. It will be indicates like this. In this slicer, you may change the column number. What happened? Two columns data it will be displayed. If I select the 3, it will be displayed like this. So you may also drag like this. So 3 columns products it will be displayed. The same you may also apply 2 columns and drag like this. It will be displayed like this. Okay. So if you want to select multiple items, you press the control key. Okay. This is the slicer, and also you may mention the height and width also you may mention here. Okay. By changing height and width, you may also change like this, and also width. You may also apply the width, size and width. Okay, you may change here. Okay, you may also change. You may also change. This width is for button. This width indicates button. This width indicates the outside of this one. Okay, so outside of this one, now it will be looks like the slicer will be like this. Okay. If you want to remove all this one, you do one thing. You must click this here. It will be displayed like this. I want to remove this one. You must click on the border of that one and delete. You must click on the border of that one. This is the slicer. The slicer will be displayed like this. Okay. Next one. So in the pivot table, there is a timeline is there. Insert timeline. Timeline will appear if that certain database is there, data source is there. It contains one of the field make as a date. So it means this table must contain one data table, date table, date field. This table contains date field. Then only here timeline, insert timeline will be activated. If this table does not contain any date column, so it never highlight. It never highlight. What is the insert timeline? You may click those the date field. It contains that date field automatically will become here, and you may give a tick mark and say okay. Automatically it will be look like this. Automatically it will be look like this. I need to check only Australia in the year of 2016. It will be displayed like this. So if I select the October month sales, it will be displayed. So this is called as a timeline. You may also change color like this. If you drag like this, what happened from July to October? So how much sales will be happen? It will be displayed like this. And also you may mention quarters also. I need to display the first quarter, second quarter like this. You may also apply or months or days. So in this way you may select change. Okay. So this is the timeline. This is the timeline. I hope you can understand. Okay, timeline is there. Okay, slicer we discuss about that one, and timeline we will discuss about that one. And there is here, these boxes will be displaying like this. These boxes will be displaying like this. So one more thing I will show you. Here I put the country at this location. I put that country in the filter, and the category I bring here. It will be displayed like this. So here Australia, if I click here, those the details will be displaying. Those the sales will be happened in Australia by selling the fruits and vegetables. And also you may select the Canada, only Canada details it will be displayed like this, and France it will be displayed like this. So there is a technique is there. I need to display, there are how many countries is there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 countries is there. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 7 countries is there. Each and every I click that country related details, it will be displayed. I don't want to do like this. I make 7 sheets. Each sheet contains its name, Australia, and its total, and another sheet Canada, its total, France. So I want to make like that. So you do one thing. So here only there is a 2 sheets is there. By clicking on the pivot table, so you may also give the pivot table name. You may also give here, and also there is a option is there. So in this option, you must select the show report filter pages. Show report filter, by clicking this one, what happened? Those you place in the filters text box, that field it will be displayed, and say okay. So what happened, you may view. What happened here? So Australia total will be taken in one sheet. Canada will be the calculation will be taken another sheet. France will be taken another sheet, like this. So those the countries are available here. Each country will be placed in one sheet. So automatically 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So automatically 7 sheets it will be displayed automatically. So I hope you can understand. In this manner we make this one. Okay, so this is the pivot table, and one more thing we will discuss about this one. So here each and every time we drag that field in these locations, okay, then only we get this report. Okay, so without using these boxes, we create a pivot table. I drag this one like this. I am dragging like this. Then only we get this type of reports. Okay. I'm saying like that. I don't want to use these text boxes. I don't want to use these text boxes. If there is any possibility to create a pivot table without dragging the fields in these locations, we create a pivot table. We create a pivot table without using these text boxes. So if there is any possibility is there, so without using this one, without using these text boxes, there is any possibility to create a pivot table without using these text boxes, without dragging the fields in this one. So if you create a pivot table, anyone can give the answer? If you create a pivot table, please give me the answer. Without using these text boxes, without using these text boxes, we may, if there is any possibility to create a pivot table without using these text boxes. If there is any possibility, please give me the quick response. Yes, very good, very good. Nice. I tell you, yes, we create this one. I will show you, Arun. I copy this one into new sheet. So yeah, I take this one. I select this one. Say Alt N V T. Automatically, it will be displayed like this. So without dragging in these text boxes, I want to make a pivot table. Is it possible? Yes, I will show you. You must right click in this location. You get this pivot table options. In the pivot table options, say you must click on the display tab. You must click on the display tab. In this display tab, you must select this classic pivot table layout. Classic pivot table layout. So we will navigate to classic pivot table. Let's check. Okay. Yes, we got this one. So those the items, if you want to place as a row, you must drag and drop. Those the value, if you want to place as a column, you may place here. Those the data, if you want to place the for calculation, you may drag here. Automatically, it will be displayed like this without moving here. Without moving here, we done. So this is the classic view, and also you may drag whatever it may be in category. So if I select as a fruits, so only fruits sales will be displayed in different countries. If I select the vegetables, so it will be displayed the vegetables list in different countries, so those we sold like this. This is the classical pivot table. I hope you can understand. Okay. So next, I remove all this one. Okay. I take the category here. No, I don't want to. I take the product here. Okay. Yes, I take the country. Yes, I take the country here. Okay. Here, if I want to assign some calculation here, I want to calculate some commission. For example, I want to calculate some commission by depending upon these values. If there is any value is above 90,000, if there is any value is there, I want to calculate 10% on total value. I need to calculate that one. So I want to get this location. I need to calculate above 90,000. If there is any total is there, I want to calculate 10% value. Otherwise, it will be display 5% value. It must be display, and I want to give that name as a commission. I want to do some calculation on this one. How we make this calculation on existing pivot table. So my main theme is I want to calculate the percentage. If those the value is there, there is a total sales will be displayed here. I need to put some one condition is there. Those the value is greater than 90,000 is there. Then I want to calculate 10% on total. Okay. Otherwise, I want to calculate the 5% on total, and I want to put a name as a commission. How we make this one? So in the pivot table analyze, in the pivot table analyze, there is a option is there in calculation field items and sets, fields items and sets. So okay, so you may click here, and here there is a calculated field is there. You may click here, the dialog box will be displayed here. At the same dialog box we will get by pressing Control Shift equal to, Control Shift equal to, Control Shift equal to. So So by pressing this shortcut, what happened? So we get this pivot table item and sets. This calculated field dialog box will be displayed. So I want to calculate something on this total. So that's why we get some result, and I want to give a name for that one. So simply say as a bonus, for example, or commission, whatever it may be. I want to give you as a commission. So how we calculate the commission? So equal to is there. I want to calculate on the amount. I want to calculate on the amount. So you must select the amount. So before selecting, if you must double click. So if the amount is greater than 90,000, if the amount is greater than 90,000, so it must be displayed as a 10, and otherwise it must be displayed as a 5. Just I want to display the value 10 or 5. So you may also calculate the percentage, like amount into 10%, comma, amount into 5%. In this way, you may also give. So I given as a commission and say, okay, then I get these values, 10% and 9. Above 90,000 is there, it gives the 10%. Below 90,000 is there, then we get this percentage, 5%. So in this manner, we may create a calculated field. Okay, if you want to open that dialog box, simply say Control Shift equal to, the same dialog box will be opened. So I want to change something, so you must so this field will be display calculated field, and also you may insert these fields. The automatically it will be created like this. Okay, so what the calculation I given in the commission, I need to check. So you do one thing here, you must click here and click this one. Automatically what the calculation you make this one, and also you do something like into 10%. I mean 10% it will be calculated or not. Let's check. So amount into 5%. So okay, automatically it will be calculated. So automatically it will be calculated. 5%, 10% calculation will be happened by here. Okay, in this manner we may to calculate. So what the calculation, if you given, if you want to view, so simply Control Shift equal to, this dialog box will be displayed. In the commission, you must select like this, it will be displayed like this. So say okay. So I want to paste the formula. I want to paste that formula in another sheet. So here there is a list of formulas is there. There is a list of formulas is there. So what happened? So there is a list of formulas. By clicking this list of formulas, what happened? Those the formulas you given, it creates a new sheet. It creates a new sheet here, and it display those the formula you assign. The calculation will be displayed like this. Okay, this is the fields, items and sets, calculated fields and list items. I hope you can understand about this one. Okay, can you please allow me recording, sir? I given to you, I was logged out due to network issue for me. Okay, 1 minute, Aquilali. Okay, I given the permission to you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this
Thank
is the
you, sir.
okay. So this is a way to calculate in a pivot table. Okay. This is the classic view. So we will discuss about, and also we may also insert a chart by clicking here, and any type of chart you may insert here, column chart, pie chart, bar chart, whatever it may be, you may click here and say okay. Ultimately it will be displayed like this. You may also change its shape like this. It will be displayed like this. Okay, so this is the pivot table chart, and also it will be displayed like this. If you want to only view the Canada, you must click that one and say you must view only the Canada details. You must click here. So both like this. You may also do like this in the chart. Okay, so this is the one style, and last one I will show you, and there is a shortcut is there. Okay, so this is that pivot table chart. Okay, and there is a shortcut is there. You must click the Control A, the pivot table whole the pivot table will be selected, Control A. Otherwise there is a shortcut is there, Control Shift Star. Control Shift Star, both are equal. Control Shift Star is equal to select all, or Control A, both are equal. So what are the shortcut? If you want to select the Control A or plus Shift plus Star. So both of these are same as select pivot table. Okay, so both are equal. These two shortcuts are equal. So this is the traditional way we do one thing. So I enter this, okay, and remove this one. I drag that product here. I drag that product here. So you may view here. So the products. So I want to make a group. I want to make as a group. I will show you. Apple I selected. Banana I selected, banana, mango I selected, orange I selected. So I select these 4 products and press the Alt Shift to right arrow, Alt Shift to right arrow, and I select these 2 press Alt Shift to right arrow. What happened? You make this one as a group. So how we make this one? Alt plus Shift plus right arrow, which makes as a group pivot items. Okay, I make this one as a group. Okay, I make it as a group by pressing Alt Shift right arrow. So how we make this one, I will show you. So here I do one thing. I want to remove this one. I want to remove this group. So simply you may say Alt Shift say left arrow, Alt Shift left arrow. It removes the group. So I will show you again. I will show you Alt plus Shift plus like this, ungroup pivot item. So if you want to make a group, so you do one thing. So I want to select apple, or I want to select this one, beans, broccoli, carrots. So only these 3 products will be taken, and I want to make these items as a group. So you do one thing, press the Alt Shift right arrow, Alt Shift right arrow. These 3 items makes as a group. So remaining items I want to make as a group. So that's why you do one thing. You must select the first one selected, press the Control key. You must select the another one, another one, another one. By pressing the Control key, then only the other item will be selected. Now Alt Shift right arrow. What happened? So this is the group 2 and this is the group 1. So in this manner, we may also group in pivot table. No, I don't want to group. I want to remove this one. So there is no problem. You must select this one. Say Alt Shift left arrow, Alt Shift left arrow, ungroup pivot table. I hope you can understand. Okay. If you have any doubt in this one, in pivot table, if you have any doubt.
No, sir.
Yes, very good. There is one more option is there. So here Apple total, it will be display here. Apple total, it will be display here. I need to retrieve only Apple total in one sheet. I need to retrieve Apple total in one sheet. So you do one thing, you must double click that one. So you must double click that one. It take a new sheet and the total list, it will be displayed like this. I want to view the broccoli details in another sheet, exact broccoli details. So you do one thing, you must double click on that one. So exact the details will be taken in a new sheet. Okay. Can you understand? If you have any doubt in this pivot table?
No, sir.
No, sir. Thank you,
Very
sir.
good, nice.
Sir, you shown in very detail. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I save this one. Later I will send to you this one. So I save on the desktop. In my this one, I make a new folder. I say 14, 20, 22 by what? Okay. I save this one in this folder. Okay, later I will send this one for you. Okay. So we will discuss about this pivot table. In tips and tricks, there is some more tricks I will show you in this tips and tricks. Okay, yeah, so pivot table is over. So okay. Let's discuss about some errors. We will discuss after discussing of the error. We will discuss the date function and table. Okay, so types of errors, we will discuss about the types of errors. There are different types of errors is there, and each error has its own meaning. So if you understand that errors, easily to rectify. Okay, so let's discuss about that one. In some situation we get this error message like a hash name. In some situation we get this error message. So what's its meaning? What's its meaning? Its meaning is when we calculate a number with a text, we calculate a number with a text. So ultimately we get this error message like this hash name. So here I given an example to you. There is a one value is there. I am trying to adding something for a text. So what happened? It display like this. It means we are trying something which is not suitable. So ultimately it gives some error message. And also there is instead of sum, if I type SU, there is no function is there. There is no function is there SU. Ultimately it will be display hash name. So these are the different ways when the hash name error will be occurred. This error appears when Excel can't be find a named range. The name range. This is we are trying to add 100 with a text. This is not a possible. At this situation, we get this hash name. This is the one method. If the data is correct, if the values are correct, but it display as a hash name. That's why those you are using that function is not function. Instead of assume, I type SU. That's why it will be displayed like this. I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Okay, so Excel assume that any unquoted string that is not a function name is in a range. We will get this type of message. Okay, there are two situations where while we get this hash name. The first situation we are adding like this, then we get this hash name. So instead of sum or there is no function is there, we type like this. Instead of sum, we type like this. Ultimately, we get this answer. So in these two situations, we get this error message. I hope you can understand. Okay. And next error message we will discuss about this one. So hash div by 0. So when we get this one, so this is a more frequently will be displayed with any number will be division by 0. Ultimately we get this error message. Hash div by 0 means we are try to divide a number with a 0. So that's why we get this answer. This is the standard information I give you. Whenever you get this error message, it means you are trying to divide with a 0. This is a standard. Okay. So here I am trying to divide 180 with a 0. That's why we get this answer. Okay. You may also use the cell reference, or you may also apply direct values. Then you get this error message. I hope you can understand. Okay. And the next one is the hash reference. The reference is not occurred. For example, here I will show you something here directly in Excel. I will show you for this one what happened. So if there is a sheet 1 is there equal to 5 plus, so I take this another sheet is there. In that sheet there is a 5 is there. Okay, so I want to try like this equal to, here there is a value is there. So I want to do one thing, I make this one plus, I click here and select this one, this, that it gives a correct answer. So what happened, I given a value as a 4, that 4th sheet is not available in this one, and I try to this one. So what happened, ultimately it gives the hash reference, means those you given sheet 4, the sheet 4 is not available, but you apply here. So that's why it gives a hash ref, means the reference is not available. So at such a situation, it will be displayed like this. Okay. So I hope you can understand when we get this reference error. Okay. When it occurred, so those the value you assigned by moving or deleted at that situation, it will be happened. Okay, not only this type of sheets, those the value you are adding, that value must be deleted or the value must be moved to another location. At that situations, it may also, it will be displayed as a hash reference. Okay, I hope you can understand. Okay, and and one more error is there, hash null. So what happened, there is a null is there equal to sum d3 e3. Just I type like this, but I can't give in any conjunction. Okay, so that's why in that time it is simply say a null. Okay, because I can't specify the relation. You can't, if you put a comma, the both cells value will be added. If you put a full colon, the range will be taken, but I forget both these characters. That's why. So I leave as a empty. What happened? Ultimately, we get hash null error. So this error is written when Excel can't figure out the range. So how it can understand? It can take an individual D3 E3, or it can take a range from D3 E3. How it can decide? We can't give a comma. If you given a comma, it can decide the both cells D3 E3 cells will be added. If you put a full colon, from D3 to E3 the cells will be added. So the two characters we can't given. How it can understand? So that's why simply it gives a hash null error. It will be displayed like this. I hope you can understand. Okay, that's why. So I given some explanation here. So and one more is there, hash n by a. So this error will we get frequently by doing by applying in formulas. So what is the meaning of hash n by a? Not available. Hash n by a means not available. Those the value you given, the value is not available in that data source. That's why it will be displayed this type of error. For example, in VLOOKUP, we give a lookup value is there. So if the lookup value is not available in the table array, what happened? Ultimately, it gives a hash n by a error. Okay. So this is the not available error. Okay, I hope you can understand. So hash value error. So what happened here? I am trying to add a number with a text. I am trying to add a number with a text. What happened? Ultimately, hash value will be displaying, says something. You are not used something like this. I will show you. So I take one example here. So here I take some value and here so equal to sum, or otherwise you may do like this, hash value, otherwise equal to sum, and put one comma is there and put this one. So it will be displaying like this. If you put like this, full colon, so it can't be considered this one. So that's why simply it gives like this. So what happened if I apply the formula in this one? So it will be displayed like this. It will be taken as a text. It can't be added. So okay, no problem. We may remove this one, but you may observe here. What happened? We tried to add text with a number. That's why it is not possible. That's why simply it gives an hash value. So whenever any error will be occurred, you do one thing by click the insert. Sorry, you may use the error checking. You may use the error checking. If there is any error will be occurred, but I can't understand how it is happened. So, but I need to check. So you do one thing. There is a one of the tool is there in the formula editing, in the formulas tab, formula editing, in the error checking. You must click here. It gives a proper way to you, like error in value. A value used in the formula is of the wrong data type. Simply it gives some information. There is a wrong data type you are using. So what is it? It's a text, it's a number. I am trying to add these to one. So that's why I get this answer. So this is the one of the best tool for you for error checking. If there is any error will be occurred, you must move towards the formula tab and click on the error checking. Automatically it gives the answer for you. Okay. Okay. But there is one of the online bit they ask, this error checking can't help on logical errors. It gives everything explanation about that one. I will show you another one. Equal to 5/0. There is a error will be occurred. So how it will be happened, I don't know, but I want to check. So you may click on the error checking. So ultimately it says the formula of our function used is dividing by 0 or empty cells. So that's why. So you are trying to divide with a 0 or empty cells, then you get this error message. That's why it will be displayed like this. So this error checking dialog box, this error checking tool helps to rectify any type of error, but logical errors can't be handled by error checking. This is the one of the online bit. Which functionality cannot handle by error checking? Logical errors. Logical errors can't be handled by error checking, but it can handle everything. But there is only logical errors can't be handled by the error checking. I hope you can understand. So this is the errors is there, and there is a hash num error. So if you given a huge number of, if you given is a huge number of calculations, ultimately it will be displayed like this. This is a very high precision will be displayed. So it is a highly calculated. So Excel makes some use as a error equal to 194 to 48. So let's try equal to we are trying to 2 to the power of 3. It gives a very good nice answer. What about this one? Equal to 194 cap 243 like this. It is a very high calculated value. The Excel cell can't be support. So that's why it will be displayed like this. Let's check how it gives error checking by clicking here. There is a problem with a number used in the formula. So it gives the correct answer. Yeah, there is a problem because if you are using exponent, You can't give like this such a value like to the power like this. If you give like this, ultimately it will be calculated. If you give like this, it will be ultimately calculated. If you give 100, ultimately it will be converted into scientific format. If you give like this, what happened? It will be displayed like this. So by clicking on the error check, simply gives there is a problem with the number. Those you are using this number, it makes as a problem. That's why the error will be occurred. This is the best tool for you for checking in the errors. I hope you can understand. And hash error, this error you know very well. The width is less and those the value entered is so it will be, I will show you. Oh, it will be converted into text. I will type like this. What happened? Whenever the length is, it will be automatically converted into scientific form. Okay, it can't be in this. You do one thing. Equal to now. What happened? It will be spread this. If I, yeah. So what is its meaning? The text length is very high, but the column width is low. That's why it will be displayed like this. So by checking error, checking what happened, there is a problem with the, so why? Oh, sorry. I want to place here and say error checking. So number error, there is a problem with the same. It can't be taken as error. That's why it will be moved towards that one. So this is not error. Okay, if you try like this, I said next, it will be moved towards here, and you may move this here and moves here, and it can't be taken an error. We can't take it as error, so that's why it can't be set for that one. So the column width is less. That's why the content is very high. That's why it will be displayed. So you may do at such a situation. You must double click on that one, or you must increase that column width. You must click drag that one column width, automatically it will be open, it will be expanded. So I show everything for you. This is not error, but we consider it will be as error. Okay, error checking can't be taken it as error. So I hope you can understand. And one more is error is there, hash CALC, hash CALC error is there. This is the new error in 365 only it will be displayed. Hash CALC is there. This is a new error in Office 365. I hope you can understand. This error we will discuss about the Office 365 functions like what is this X match, X lookup, sequence, match, sort by, filter like this filter. These functions we will discuss at the time it occur. I will explain about this error. Okay, it is similar like those are recorded. It is similar like I will show you hash n by a. So hash n by a is there. So both are equal. Sorry. So hash n by a is equal to hash CALC. Both are equal. Okay. Hash n by a. So the number is not available. So the number is not available in dynamic array formulas. In dynamic array formulas, there is a record is not found. Ultimately, it will be displayed like this. So while we discuss in the Office 365 function, then only I explain this this error message. Okay, so we complete this errors. Okay, I hope you can understand. If you have any doubt in these errors, if you have any error, if you have any doubt in the errors,
Sir, when you place formula of now, then hash got displayed. So can we solve it by Alt HOI?
yeah, very good, very good. Alt HO, sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. So Alt HOI, it means column width. You are saying as a column width. No problem. So if you like this, drag like this, it will be show like this. You do one thing, Alt HOI, you may apply automatically. The column width will be increased. Okay, it is one of the solution for this one. There is no problem. Okay, very good, nice.
Okay, sir.
Yes, very good. Alt HOI, auto fit column width. Okay, auto fit column width. So very nice. If you have any doubts, if you have any doubt, tell me if you have any doubt in this one. There is
No,
no
sir.
doubt.
No,
Yes, very good, very good. Shall we move towards the new another one? So yes, yeah, very good, nice. Okay, we will discuss about the data table. Okay. Yes. Okay, I will tell you about the data table. Okay. I will show you something. So there is a data table is there where it contains the data table. Yes, what if analysis. Yes, I tell you both of these one, goal seek and data table. Okay. So we discuss about the what if analysis is there in the data table, data tab. What if analysis there? So what if analysis, there is a technique. If this much of amount I pay for a down payment for a vehicle to purchase, per month how much amount I need to pay. Okay, this type of situations will be helped by the data and I mean what if analysis. Okay, I will show you both these examples to you. Goal seek is there. Goal seek, I explain about the goal seek is there. So easiest way I show you. That's why I give a some little bit values is there and I make it as a sum. I get this as a 30, but I need the value of 34. I need the value of 34. So what happened if you need the value of 34, if any one cell makes to add such a value. So I need the value of 34. The result is 30. The variation is 4. If any value must be add the 4, then only you get this 34. Okay. So through goal seek, how we solve this one? So I need to display 34. So where the formula is there, you must put that cell pointer and click on the goal seek, and to value is there. You must click here and type that 34. Those the value you need. You must type that one and select by changing cell. I select only one cell. Need not more than one cell. I need to select only one cell and say okay. So what happened? You get that 34. The variation must add that cell. Ultimately, we get this answer. Okay, this is the one example I show you. You better to understand. That's why I take this example. So another example I will show you. So in this manner, I entered some values like this. So I add all these values. It gives a 1.7, but I need to display 2.5. I need to display 2.5, but here the value will be displayed as a 1.7. So the variation must be add any one cell. So how we do this one? You must click the cell pointer here and click on the what if analysis and select the goal seek. And the two value is there. You must add how much you need to display the value. And click the by changing cell, and you must select only one cell, not more than one cell. It can't accept. So you select one cell and say okay. So say okay, you get this value. That difference it adds to that cell. Now you get this answer. Okay, I will show you another example. So there is a salesman is there. His salary is 15,000. And amount of sales, he sells something and he sold, he earned 45,000. So commission will be given as a 7% commission will be given to that person. So how much he gained? 45,000 into 7%, then he get this commission value. This is the percentage, commission percentage. This is the commission value. He get this this one. Okay, ultimately he get this equal to monthly salary plus those he earned the commission, then he get the monthly value. Okay, this is the normal calculation. So that salesperson says, I sold the amount of 45,000. You given me as a 7%. Okay, I get this amount. He says, I don't want to get this amount. Fixedly, you may give as a 5,000 for me. If you may take any percentage, I don't know. But I need to get that value as a 5,000. I need the commission as a 5,000. You may take any percentage. So he says like this. How we calculate this one? We need 5,000 the amount. So percentage, how to calculate this percentage? Okay. So at this situation, we do one thing. This is the commission. This is the 7% calculated percentage, but he needs to as a 5,000. So how he needs to display the 5,000 here. So that's why I click here and click on that one, say goal seek, and say to value, you may click here and say 5,000, he need the value of 5,000. So by changing cell, you must select this percentage, not any cell. By depending upon this percentage, then only it will be calculated. That's why by changing cell, I select that percentage, say okay, and say okay. Now I get this percentage, 11%, I get 5,000. So in this manner, we may use the goal seek. Okay. You understand about this one? Okay. If you have any doubt, I'm asking a question to you. If you have any doubt. Yeah. That's very good. Nice. Aquilali and Lakshmi Reddy. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, very good. Nice. So next we will discuss about the one as a data table. It will show only one option is there like a data table, but there is a two options is there, one variable data table and two variable data table. I will show you. So it looks like easy, but doing as a practical, it makes some conflict, some confusion. So you may pay concentrate. Okay. Here I run a bookshop. There are total number of books is there. I have 100 books is there in my shop. There is a percentage. I mentioned here as a 45% means I sold I sold 45% books as a highest price. The highest price is 53 rupees and the lowest price is 38 rupees. So I run a bookshop. I have 100 books in my shop. So I take a round figure because easy to understand for the calculation. That's why I take this value. I run a bookshop. I have 100 books is there. In 100 books, there is a 45% books I sold at 53 rupees. The remaining books I sold at 38 rupees. Okay, this is the highest price. This is the lowest price. Okay, so 45% is given as to indicate highest price books those I sold. This percentage indicates highest price sold books. So how we get the value, how many books we sold for the highest price? Equal to 100 into 45%. Okay, we get this answer. It means at 100 books, there is a 45% of books I sold at a highest price. Means 45 books I sold for 53 rupees. What about the remaining books? How we get this one? How we get this one? Give me the answer. How we get this answer? What about the remaining books?
So by subtracting the remaining percentage with the cell we want.
So it means 100 minus 45.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Equal to 100 into, you must open a bracket, 1 minus 45%, then you get this answer. Is it correct? This is the formula. I don't want to depend on this one. Already it depends on these two one. This value, when you get it, it will be calculated. It depends upon these two values. If you depend on this one, it already depends on this two one. So that's why I don't want to give depend on this one. So that's why I want to depend both these two one. That's why I given like this formula, equal to 100 into in bracket 1 minus 45%. You may simplify, you get this answer. Okay, so 55 books I sold for 38 lowest price. You may change like this. 57 books like this, 35 books, so 41 books like this, you get like this. So how much amount I want to collect? So amount equal to, so 41 into 53 plus 59 into 38, then you get this answer. Okay, so 4,415 rupees, it will be displayed like this. Okay, so you may concentrate here, where you apply the formula. So in this one only you may apply. These are punched data, you may type directly. There is no formula is there in these selected cells. Only these two and this one, these three cells contains formula. You must give the formula. Okay, so I given this one. Okay, so I want to find out if 12% books I sold as the highest price, I sold for 19% books as the, you may give any type of percentage. You may, sorry, you may give any type of percentage here like this. You may type like this. You may also type 1% to 100%, whatever it may be, you may give like this. Otherwise you may give something different like this. I given some different percentages will be given. Each and every time I don't want to type here. Each and every time I don't want to type here. There is some standard percentages will be given here. So at the diagonal, okay, you do one thing, you put a equal to, you must click here and press the enter. Equal to, and you must click here. This makes as a paste link. It will be treated as a paste link. Whenever you change like this, 33% automatically these four will be changed. Okay, now let's move. You must select from on these words, from on this cell. You must select all these cells, moves towards the data analysis. You must select the data table. In the column, the percentages will be, the percentages will be typed in a column. That's why you click on the column. The percentages will be typed in the column. That's why in the column input cell, you must click, and those the value you get here, 4,295 you get here, and which percentage you get this value. In the column input cell, you must select that percentage. You must select that percentage. Okay, in that column, you must put that percentage and say, okay. Ultimately, the different percentages, those you entered, automatically it will be calculated. This is the one variable data table. Okay, it looks like a very easy to understand, but while you are doing a practice, which makes some confusion. So I hope you understand. Okay. Okay. So this is a record video later I sent to you. If any doubt is there, you may review. Okay. So if you have any doubt in this one, if you have any doubt, if you have any doubt,
No, sir.
very good, nice. Shall we move to the next one variable data table? Its name I put it as a one variable data type. One variable data type. Okay. So this is the one variable data table. This is a goal seek. I rename this one goal seek. Okay, don't want to use this one. S. Goal seek, one variable data table. Okay, no problem. So another one is a two variable data table. I will take as a two variable data table. Two variable data table. Sorry, data table. I mistakenly typed data type. Data variable data table. Sorry. Okay, one variable, two variable data table. Let's the same example I repeat, but I change. So there is a books is there, 100 books is there, and there is a percentage is there as a 40, whatever it may be, you may enter for 38%, and the highest price will be given as a 49 rupees, and the lowest price will be given as a 33 rupees. So I want to get the highest price equal to 100 into 38%. I get this answer equal to 100 into, you must open that bracket, and 1 minus 38% and press the enter. You get this answer. How we calculate the total amount? So number of books into highest price, sorry. So plus, so the lowest remaining books, sorry, into this one, I get this answer. This is the amount. Okay, and this is the normal factor is there. So I will show you here two variables. In previous example, there is only one variable we define as a percentage. Here two variables I define as a percentage will be taken as a 12%, sorry, 12%, 19%, 25%, 33%, 39%, whatever it may be, you may give like this. And one more thing at the diagonal, you may also define the highest price, 40 rupees, 43 rupees, 49 rupees, 53 rupees, 62 rupees, 75 rupees. These are the high. Here two variables I am defining. One variable is a percentage, another variable is the highest price. Here I declared two variables, highest percentage and highest price. So now at the above of the percentage, you may do one thing equal to, you must click on the value those you calculated amount and press enter. Now you select from this one to location and select this one, and what if analysis data table is there. So the percentages will be filled in a column, highest price will be filled in a row. That's why in column, so 38% will be applying, then only you get this answer. So we get this one, and this value will be calculated by depending upon the highest price of this one. So that's why the highest prices will be indicated in the row. That's why I select the in the row, and I click the highest price on which the highest price we will be calculated, then we get this answer. So I select this one, say okay, ultimately we get this answer. So 33% and highest price is 53, then you get collect this much amount. Okay, so in this manner, this is the two variable data table. If you manually enter, what happened, 3908, what happened, all these will be calculated like this, which gives the wrong answer. These are always indicates this one, then only you get this answer. I hope you can understand this one. If you have any doubt in this one, if you have any doubt, if you have any doubt, yeah, tell me.
Can you
I can't hear
please
voice.
show?
Who's that? Who's that? I can't hear properly
Can you
your
please
voice.
show it again in a short?
Akhil Ali.
Hello.
Your voice is some clumsy. I can't hear
Hello.
properly. Okay, tell me.
Yes, sir, am I audible now?
Okay, now better.
Hello,
Yeah. Now better. Tell me.
sir. For yeah, sir. For whole table, I didn't get the formula. Then, sir, you started for the whole table. Then once, can you please show me for whole table in a short once again?
I can't hear now. I can't hear
A short
properly.
once again.
Aquilali, I can't hear properly. There is some
Sir,
disturbance.
I am typing.
Sure. Make it. So can you please show it once again in short for the whole data? Okay. So if you want to need once again, if you need to repeat this one, if you need to repeat once again, huh?
Only this. Yes, sir. Only two variable data. Yes, sir. Only two variable data type.
Okay, I will show you. I remove all this one. So this is the common, okay? These are the common in one variable data table, two variable data table, you must design like this. So while in the two variable data table, it must be depends upon two variables. So one variable you must take as a percentage, like 14%, you must mention this percentage like this. Okay, so one variable it will be taken as a percentage, and the second one will be taken as the highest price, as a 45 highest price, 56 as the highest price, 85 as the highest price. So one variable will be taken as a percentage and another variable will be taken as the highest price. Now at this location, above the percentage, you do one thing, equal to, and you must click this one. So it will be makes as a paste link. Now here onwards you must select like this. Okay, you must select like this and say data table. So in the column, so here we enter some percentages here. That's why the percentage must be defined in column. So that's why I click here and select that percentage. At that percentage only I get this answer. And rows, in this row I define some highest prices is there. So that's why I click here, and on which highest price we get this answer, 49 rupees. So that's why in the row input cell you must click the highest price of this one. Okay, this must be taken as a in column, this must be taken in as a row, and make it as automatically it will be we will get like this. If the 32% books will be sold, highest price will be taken as a 56 rupees, then we get this answer. If the highest percentage, if the percentage, the highest books will be sold at a 45% and the books cost is highest price is 85 rupees, then it will be calculated and we get this answer. Okay.
Clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So this much also I sent to you. So I make it as a save. These files also I sent to you. So where it is, 14th is there. Yes, data table. These two files I will send to you. Okay. I make if you have any doubts,